Alright, so as you can probably tell by the title of this video, it's going to be a movie review of two movies which I watched this past weekend. One of them was Dr. Strangelove. I'm not going to say the subtitle, directed by Stanley Kubrick. The other one was Rear Window, directed by Alfred Hitchcock. So, before starting the reviews, I'll just say one of these movies was amazing. One of them was pretty disappointing for me. So, I mean, maybe you can guess, and if you guess right, you get a prize or something. I don't know. But let's just get started with, we'll start off with Doctor Strangelove. Okay, so, like, going into Doctor Strangelove, I wasn't really sure what to think of it. I was sure it'd be, like, good, because it's Kubrick. But I wasn't sure, like, how good it would be. Because, I mean, the only Kubrick movie I'd seen before it, which was The Shining, which, is 100% 10 out of 10 movie. It is perfect in pretty much every way. Which, like, I would make a video on it, but I'm not going to, because it's probably the most overanalyzed film to ever exist. So just like, I heard it was a satirical comedy about the Cold. I mean, it's like, I like comedies. It's a satirical comedy about the Cold War, which, to be honest, I thought sounded pretty safe and generic from the guy who made these. But you know what? I was still being optimistic. So how good is this movie? Is it a 10? Yeah, no, this movie is pretty much perfect. This is like, I don't even really have like a lot to add for this movie. Like, great performances from everyone, especially Peter Sellers. Cinematography is great. It's like the shot at the end, the guy riding the bomb, that kind of triggered my fear of heights. The movie's, the movie's really funny. Yeah, like, it's pretty much a perfect movie. So, one thing I would say that's kind of cool about this movie that I can't say for anything else is I watched it like 2 days ago, and it's already grown on me a lot just by me thinking about it. So, I'm giving this one, Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb, giving it 10 out of 10. So, on the other hand, Rear Window was a little bit more, was a little disappointing compared to Dr. Strangelove. Okay, a little is kind of an understatement. So we'll go over my expectations again. They were a little different for this movie. The only Hitchcock I had seen is Psycho, which, similar to Shining, and Dr. Strangelove, also is probably a 10. And it was like, so I was like, Hitchcock's movies are more similar than Kubrick's are, and this movie's Rear Window is pretty much as well regarded as Psycho. So I was like, you know what? It'll probably be as good as Psycho, maybe a little worse, because, like, I didn't know the plot twist for Psycho when I watched it, so I got some extra enjoyment out of it. So, what did I think of Rear Window? I think it was good, but I don't think it was great or amazing. So I'll start off with the positives. Jimmy Stewart and Grace Kelly are both give off really good performances. The movie's pretty funny. It's well shot. Score is good. Last 30 to 40-ish minutes were pretty tense, and the comedic scenes were pretty good at first. So, like, the concept's cool. You get to see the neighborhood point of view of one guy's apartment. So that's some of the positives. Now I'll get into some of my problems with the movie. I said I like the comedic scenes at first. So what I meant by that is they're good, they're funny, but they do get pretty tiring after a while. It's like the movie is a murder mystery, and like, there's more time. There's the main characters doing random crap and goofing off in the dude's apartment and not really trying to solve the mystery. And it's like, I'd be okay with that in some movies, but this movie is made by a man who is known as the master of suspense, and this movie is only suspenseful in a few certain scenes. Which, I don't necessarily need to compare it to Psycho, but in Psycho, I was on edge pretty much the entire time. And if we're gonna compare it to Psycho more, I'd say Psycho has everything this movie has, plus more, and doesn't have any of the drawbacks. So, like I said, the comedic scenes be too long. I think this movie would have benefited for being like an hour and 35 minutes or an hour and 30 minutes instead of an hour and 50 minutes. Something Psycho didn't really have a problem with. So I'm just saying, if you haven't seen any of Alfred Hitchcock movies, I'm recommending Psycho much over this one. So for Rear Window, for rating, I'm feeling a light to decent 7. But I mean, don't get mad at me. It's still a good rating. But in the comments, maybe explain to me why this movie's worthy of a 4.4 on Letterboxd. Being higher rated than Psycho. A lot of other movies, it's not really better than. But I guess I have some other cool notes about this movie. This is minor spoilers, so skip like 20 seconds maybe. This is the earliest use of the dog dying in a movie cliche, so that's pretty cool, I guess. And also, seeing this has motivated me to watch Vertigo more, to see if I actually like Hitchcock movies or I just like Psycho. Okay, and that's pretty much it for this video. If you want to, you can talk about what you agree with me, what you disagree with me on in the comments. You could also recommend me things. That's it for this video. Bye.